What am I going to be talking about today is your question. It's going to change your life, and you're going to be rearranging everything. And what is important in life is seeing the belief first and what they are, how you discriminate against yourself, and how you can use visualizing to rewire your brain. When we're talking about beliefs, we're not talking about new conscious thinking or what you know is true. We're talking about the subconscious mind and what it receives, what is true. So it makes millions, like some people make millions a month, rationally and logically. The rational mind seizes the evidence and tells you it's possible. And you don't feel like it's possible for you, but the subconscious mind is telling you you're never going to achieve such a thing because that end, it's that thing that's the difference between you and your conscious mind in the space of belief. At one, it's just a logical thing and an ailment, an illness, based on the dis-ease and the reality of having an emotional connection, that thing, condominium, maybe. So what's stopping you from booking it at the place that you want to be in? What is that reference point that you believe in, the ingrained belief or disbelief, and the tuning walls? The first thing that keeps you alive and conserves your energy, and what Googles are, and what we see in shortcuts. When we have experiences such in reels, what happens is you feel an emotion and it gets attached to that single experience. And you elaborate on it and it attaches to prices and to the value points. And that's a good start for that kit building, associating that thing with Build-A-Bear. It's like negative because it gets us in dangerous situations and we get pain from it, maybe. And the belief is doing that specific thing, that obtaining module. So some of them are rocking and grokking all day long because they have an emotional gesture reaction to it. Like it's a containment in itself. And if you concern yourself with that belief itself, it's going to tell you that that energy is never going to lead you anywhere. It's not very important because it determines what we do. And other factors are included. By these guys right here, it's through visualizing these forms and admitting that you don't always see what you are thinking about. And it says that when it comes from the mind on that subjective experience, when I believe in something and you believe something else, let's say in that same but different experience, and when I experience that same thing, I get that point on the emotion and I start knowing immediately and communicating outwardly because I know that the words align with the thoughts that come to my mind, and it's like a fire department in my mind, and it's taking care of the raging fire in my mind. There's a strong emotional response, like an ether burning, and the elevators are dangerous, let's say, right? That thought, you get the example and the sample too. So we understand and determine everything we do in this way, and in another way, our controlled and determined liar experience is not just going through how we interpret it, but also through the emotional reactions to sensory experiences. And I hope that makes sense because I do this right. So this is why I'm talking on beliefs and visualizing which kicks in. And I have two minds, at least two minds, my conscious and unconscious, where I believe and I understand the making a million a month is possible. So I have a positive belief about it because I can just think about it and interact with that belief. And that subconscious mind, that's a lot bigger, has a lot more power than my feeling. And this is not supposed to be the minus negative belief, because I'm not going to be able to make that sum immediately because I have to honor this other negative belief. And through that, I have a whole ritual relationship with it, and I subconsciously don't always believe that that's possible because it's attached to that cool thing in my subconscious mind, and it's that when the crusty part of that skin, what am I thinking? I'm thinking that I rationally understand the proofs. I go out in that real world and I somehow, somewhere encounter what I see and I have to the queue. And it's not a problem there because it understands innate with how you can make that million a month. And through visualization, as I said before. Because you know that it's gorgeous logic and your subconscious mind is not that dumb. It's just having its motion and it's controlling its action. And you're not counterproductive. You're just doing this with an emotion and changing your beliefs instead of determining what you feel and what you do at the same time. And you change those things around. You operate on that frequency of mind that's linking you up and valuing you for truly, for real. And our subconscious mind doesn't have any capacity like that. And it has its own images. And you thought that that was real, but the subconscious mind was getting that info through, had that realize already, and you just had to enter in that state where your conscious mind is like the activated downloader doing that thing there and preventing it from gating. That's what I said.